Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, did you just see that? This, the wood, the log was smoking. The log was smoking. Do you see this cut right here? It's like black inside. Can you see that? Do you know why that happened? I do. The chain is backwards. So this episode is for demonstration only. I honestly have never put on a chain backwards. I am so paranoid about doing so that I literally look at the diagram on the side of the saw each time, on each one of my saws, when I'm fiddling with the chain, putting it back on, that I double check it to make sure that it is correct. So on most saws, you will see, I guess this would be one of them, where you put the oil. So this would be the indicator for the bar oil. I'm not sure if there's it on anywhere else on this 335. Yeah, right here. So on this the 435, this little symbol right here, that's how the teeth should look. The arrow going forward, going this way. So if you look at this, so this is so this is the diagram, and you want to make sure that this looks like this. Well, does this setup right here look like that diagram? Yes, it does. No, look at it again. Look at this picture here, and does that look the same as this setup or this setup here? No, it does not, folks. This chain is put on backwards. Sorry, I vested my way. Here we go. This chain is put on backwards. Now this chain is hammered. Okay, this is the chain I got with this saw when I got it for free. I definitely probably need to get a new chain and probably a new bar, as you can see with the discoloring here. Right? This is probably the original bar, and it was beat up and burned up from, I assume, the original owner before I acquired it from them. So you can see that my cutting edge, which is going to be right here and right there and right there, there's no cutting tip on that. It may look like it, but there's not. So you can tell. Let's see if I can get a stick here. So you can tell right here is the cutting, the cat claw sharp. Right, come on, zoom, come on, focus, come on. I hope this is focusing for you. This is the cat claw sharpness here, and right there, that's your gullet, and that's facing this way and not this way. So therefore, this chain is not gonna cut. Now, I don't know of a chain that can cut one way and the other. I don't think that exists because of the raker. So, but maybe like a safety chain, I don't know. I'm not a chain expert. This is just for demonstration only to show you what happens when you put on a chain backwards. And if that happens to you just now that you saw, that you're going nowhere fast, the wood has started to black and burn, and there's smoke involved, not coming from the saw per se, but smoke coming from the wood that you are trying to cut into, more than often or not, your chain is probably put on backwards. And that happens to a lot of us. I admit, it has not happened to me because I'm so paranoid that I'm looking at this little diagram here, this little picture, this little guy right here, to make sure that each time that this little bad boy here matches with each one of these setups. So I know that's not going to be put on backwards. I'm not gloating by any means. It happens to the best of us, right? But so now we know what that looks like. We know what that looks like backwards. Let me fix this chain, put it the right direction, and let's try again. Let's check out the chain in the right direction, okay? And then we'll try to buck up some more of this cherry. The cherry seems to be pretty dry, therefore it's going to be harder to cut into, in theory, right? With this chain, I just sharpened it before this filming, so I'm going to put it back correct. We're going to re-examine the diagram here, match it to the teeth to make sure that it looks correct, and then we're going to start up the 35 again and try to cut in this cherry, and hopefully it will work. I'll get back at you right now. Alright, so we are back at the Husqvarna 435, and I have put the chain back on correctly. But let's check. Let's check together. I want you, if you have a chainsaw and you're kind of new to chainsaws, I want you to look either on the cover part or the other side. They'll have this little diagram, in most cases I'm going to say, of what direction the teeth should go. So let's check it out. Does this, we have the driver beneath it, right in the bar rail. Oh, falling down. See there, come on. I just realized that this 435 doesn't have any dogs. Why does it not have any dogs on it? I need to rectify that. I need to get some more dogs. I need to get dogs in this thing. Anyway, I digress. So we have this diagram here. Little stick right here, you see it. And we're gonna look for, does this bad boy match with this? See here. Let's zoom in on here. Can you focus? Come on, GoPro. So here, does that match this? Does this match this? It does! Yay! Alright, so you can tell as the gullet is right there, and this chain is going to move this direction. So this tip right here is what is going to cut the wood right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. And this is spinning at a high RPMs. You literally have a motorcycle engine in your hands, depending on the cc's of the chainsaw, but you have power in this to rip through rounds of wood, to noodle, to buck, whatever you're doing, cutting down a tree. But you want to make sure that the chain is on correctly. Now, to sharpen a chain and take down the rakers, or to dial in the rakers and to figure out your gullet, that's a different science, a different channel. I'm not a techie when it comes to that, but this is just a demonstration suggested by a fellow viewer on checking out if your chain is on backwards or not, if it's correct or not. And I showed that today. I've shown you what happens when the chain is on backwards, and what it does with the same chainsaw, same chain, when it's on correctly, and how to check. Usually, I mean, it's kind of that like a foolproof thing, kind of like the dummy lights on the older vehicles. If the car engine oil was on, light was on, or if it was hot or cold or whatever, you have these lights. Now we have a bunch of ding, 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 ding in the cars, and I hate the ding in the cars. But anyway, for chainsaws, this little diagram will be your saving grace. To see if this right here matches with what you see here on the chain. Okay, that's the key. That's gonna be your dummy light on a dashboard of your car. That's gonna be the dummy light on your chainsaw. So to look at this. So now that we have the chain on properly, I'm sure you could argue that my my sharpening is not very good, and my rakers aren't down enough. Whatever you want to pinpoint, nitpick on my chain and my bar, yeah, you can. I claim that I am not a professional chain sharpener. I know enough about chainsaws to be dangerous. I do know my limits, and this channel is not about saw maintenance. Okay, I'll show you what I know, what I have learned, what I've gleaned, my experiences, lessons learned, but I'm not going to teach you about how to sharpen a chain. It's just there's way too many channels out there, way too many episodes on that. I'm not going to do that anyway. This is on properly. It is out sharpened. She's gassed up. Let's go through this cherry. This cherry I got from a neighbor of mine. Very nice of him. Definitely hacked down by him because their cuts are all over the place. Probably won't sell this. I don't know. It's kind of muddy, kind of dirty. It sat on the side of their house for several months waiting for me to pick it up. So, but anyway, let's get this into manageable pieces so we can start splitting them. And so because the D435 is rock and rolling, so let's do it. cherry is bucked and prepared. Definitely cut fairly well with the 435. Yeah, the people say that cherry smells good, but like I don't smell anything fancy. maybe it's a different type of subspecies of cherry. Anyway, I mean, this will, the wood that I will split from this and process will be, I don't know, maybe like 2 nights worth of wood in my house. Not a lot, but hey, free wood is free wood. So we checked out what a chain on backwards looks like, how it runs, how to confirm that that is the case, what to look for. So I hope that this video was helpful. I need to run to another appointment, so I'm going to cut this a little short than normal. I hope you have a great day. But until thank you for watching. You all know who you are, my followers. I appreciate it. I do. Help me grow the channel along with you. If you want something to be shown on the channel, you let me know, and I'll do my best to do that for you. So stay safe, rock and roll, keep cutting. Cheers.